What's going on, guys? Hey, welcome by another YouTube video, NBA 2K goals update. Like I described last video, what we're kind of trying to do, we're doing my career and my NBA goals. So I've now adjusted the whiteboard behind me. Good thing I bought a big whiteboard because we got the whole thing filled up here. So I made a couple of charts. Obviously nothing's filled in. This is the first update. I'll fill it in as we go and we'll see where we're at. Right, we had those offline goals, those online goals for my career, and then my NBA franchise mode, right, goals as well. So the charts we made are just basically tracking the goals we set, right? We want to average a 50.5 point triple-double, offline, 64-point playoff game, NBA champs. Those are just check marks because, I mean, it's just two simple goals. It's not like we're tracking those. Just got to get to the playoffs and then get the playoff game I want, and become NBA champs. So we're going to keep track of obviously what week we're in. This is going to be week 1. Of course, I played a couple weeks already, but we're just starting to track it now. So we'll say this is week 1. We're going to keep track of our points per game, our rebounds per game, assists per game, obviously towards that first goal. In terms of online, right, again, rec only. We're just going to be playing rec, but this is one that's also similar to this graph, right? We're going to have the week. We're going to track our win-loss ratio, which is one of our goals, and then points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, right? We want to be a 20-10-5 player online. Not going to be playing that, not yet, at least, right? This is going to take a little while to fill in because I'm not playing until we become 90-plus overall. So this graph is kind of to be determined, right? We got some lines left if we need to make them, but we don't know when we're going to be playing yet. And then we go to my NBA franchise mode, right? The goal is, as we remember, 74-8 regular season, NBA champs, beat the greatest team of all time, right? Sim only. We're just being the GM, generic setup, just trying to build the best team possible. Obviously, a Knicks team, again, representing. Thank you very much. Let's go. We're just going to keep track, like I said, seasons, the win-loss, points per game. This is team points per game, team points allowed per game. Our top players overall, that's what TPO stands for. I just made that up. It's the top players on our team, the ones that are actually getting consistent minutes. I'm going to average their overalls together so we can see how our team progresses each season, how good, the overalls are on our team. And did we make the playoffs, yes or no? And then were we champs, yes or no? So I'm going to take screenshots like I did with Call of Duty, right, to just prove that everything's legit, that we're doing, I'm not lying about the numbers I'm filling in. So let's start real quick with my player stats. Let's jump to the screenshot I took for this week 1. There you can see, obviously, the points per game, the rebounds, the assists. He also kind of looks like me, maybe. I don't know if he actually looks like me. I did the face scan, but maybe a little bit. But yeah, so we're going to fill those into the chart real quick, and we'll see where that's at right now. So let's jump back to the whiteboard now. So as you can see, we filled in the numbers real quick. Week 1, just what you saw on the previous screen. Now 26.7, 16.1, 7.0. We got a little ways to go, obviously. We're close to a triple-double, which is nice. Right, we got to get a few more assists, but the points are... We got a little bit of work to do there. So hopefully this next week we can keep getting better. Like I said, no money spent. We're not spending a dime on the build. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way, right? Just grinding games. I think we're going to have to play some side quests just to earn a little bit of extra VC. It's part of the game, so I don't have a problem doing it that way. But we're going to need to get better, and we're going to need to get better fast, considering we're already about halfway through the season. It's going to be hard to get to that goal, but I think it's possible. Just going to be hard. Now, nothing filled in here. Like I said, we're not playing rec yet, not until we're 90-plus overall, as you saw on the previous screen as well. We're just 75 overall, so nothing for this yet, not until we get a little bit better. Now, let's jump to a screenshot of our NBA franchise mode. We're going to start with the standings. We're going to just look at the division standings first here. You can see we didn't do too well this first year in terms of win-loss and, points per game. We scored quite a bit, but our defense was pretty bad. So that is what it is. Now let's jump to our roster picture here. You can see the players that were on our roster, right? Jalen Brunson, our best player overall. I kept the Knicks basically the same in this first season, just because we didn't own our first-round pick this year. It was to Portland, so I didn't want to tank because we didn't own it anyway, so I tried to compete basically with the team we had, just kind of see how it turned out. And I didn't think it'd be a great season. I thought we'd maybe finish around 500, maybe a 6-7 seed, somewhere in that range. We ended up actually not even making the playoffs. We made the play-in, but we lost in the play-in, so I'm not counting that as made the playoffs, and obviously we wouldn't be NBA champs either. So was okay. Now let's jump back to the whiteboard. As you can see, just filled in basically everything you just saw in the previous two screens, right? With 36 and 46, 115, 116. Our average player overall in terms of the players in the rotation, it was a 10-man rotation this year. So we had, basically the 10 players you just saw in that picture with the roster. Their average overall was 81.1. So, we don't really know how good that is until we get going. Obviously, I think it's not that good. It obviously wasn't that good. We were 36 and 46. Didn't make the playoffs. Obviously not NBA champs. I think we're in for a big rebuild in this offseason. We're going to see in the next stream kind of what we're going to try to do to make it happen. I think we're going to probably have to tank for a couple of years. Does tanking work in real life? I don't know. In NBA 2K, I think it will work, especially if you own your first-round pick, obviously. So we're probably going to tank for a couple of years, maybe sign some big-name free agents if we can attract them. Hopefully have a young core that's ascending, and we can add some pieces to it and see where we can go from there. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope you guys tune in on the next stream, right? Like I said, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, 10:30 and later. I'm on Twitch. If you know where to find me, man, just search me, Cobra Frenchie. You can find me pretty easily. It's a pretty unique name. So we're going to be streaming 2K, full-time for the next couple of weeks to months. So we're going to try to, fill out these charts behind us and see where our goals end up. So guys, look forward to the next update next week, and we'll see where we're at. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on stream, hopefully, and we'll catch you next week on YouTube. All right, guys. Peace.